Mr. President, I rise today with a very heavy heart to relate some very sad news from back home in the 22nd Senatorial District, where this weekend we lost Patrolman John Wilding, Scranton police officer. He was investigating a reported armed robbery, suffered very severe injuries, and was taken to the Community Medical Center in Scranton. We lost him at 1:28 a.m. on Sunday morning. He was on an extra shift, Mr. President, trying to make a few extra dollars so he can take his family on vacation to Knoebels. I know I've heard my colleague on this floor, Senator Rafferty, as well as others, mention that when our public safety personnel go out to that shift, they're not sure if they're going to come home. And that's what happened here. His sister, Patrice Wilding, she said as a younger man, he looked a little like trouble. He had tattoos and spikes, reminiscent of his favorite punk bands like the Ramones. But his mom said at the same time he had an air about him. Mary Wilding, his mom, said, "I can honestly say my son died with never, ever having talked back to me a day in his life." He came into his own when he became a police officer for the city of Scranton. It wasn't just being a cop, his mom said. It was being a cop in Scranton. Of course, his wife and two children lose their beloved. Kristen Tanzitz Wilding, his wife, their daughter Lola May, as well as their son Sidney Wolfgang. Our condolences go to the entire Wilding family, certainly to the Scranton Police Department. Chief Charles Graziano said that John took his job. He didn't really look at it as a job. He looked at it as a lifelong dream fulfilled, second only to his family. On the job, Patrolman Wilding balanced good sense with hard police work. He always knew when somebody needed a stern talking to or when they needed to be handcuffed. It just so happens, Mr. President, that Patrolman Wilding was the first new officer hired by Mayor William Courtright. And the mayor echoed the chief's statement by calling him a dedicated professional who truly cared about the city of Scranton, its citizens, and their safety. He's a hero who paid the ultimate sacrifice by losing his life in the line of duty, and words cannot express the debt of gratitude that all Scrantonians and indeed all Pennsylvanians owe him and his family. So without further commentary, Mr. President, I'd be deeply grateful if we can have a moment of silence, as well as our former Senate colleague and for Patrolman Wilding. Thank you.
The chair thanks Senator Blake and Senator Costa. The Senate will now recognize a moment of silence for our fallen colleague and our fallen hero.